Parents, carers and former shielders are more than twice as likely to face redundancy than the rest of the public. That's the warning from a Citizens Advice report that says 1 in 6 adults they've spoke to have lost their job in the last 3 months. Lape Banjo reports.
This is an assortment of medication that I have to take every single day.
Kerry Bell is one of the many who are facing redundancy during the coronavirus pandemic. People like Kerry, who has severe asthma, who have been shielding, are now at least twice as likely to face unemployment compared to the rest of the working population.
And my major concern, and I've shared this with other people and they shared the same with me, is employers are going to worry about somebody who's been shielding as to whether they're going to be productive enough or reliable enough if they take them on. So we are really in a catch-22 situation where I in particular am going to find it hard to find other alternative employment, and I believe a lot of my shielding family are in the same boat.
Kerry is one of many. 17% of those surveyed for a new study said they've lost their jobs during the pandemic, compared to 48% of those who have been shielding because they are extremely vulnerable, and 39% of parents or carers. Citizens Advice says it's the most vulnerable that will be worst affected.
We don't have the most easy to understand enforcement framework in this country, so that there often are few places for you to turn if you believe you are facing discrimination in the workplace. You can take your case to an employment tribunal. That can be very challenging in itself. That's why we've been calling on the government to both increase the funding available to existing enforcement agencies for workers' rights.
Protective measures like the government's furlough scheme are slowly winding down, leaving many people vulnerable and uncertain about the future.
Well, these are really, really worrying findings. Unions have been warning for some time that those who are shielding or who have caring responsibilities might be those who are first to lose their jobs if additional protection isn't put in place. And it's really worrying to see that coming true.
The pandemic has taken its toll on many businesses across the country, with many industries set to close, and thousands more, like Kerry, are at risk of losing their jobs. Lape Banjo Olarinoye, Sky News.
New planning reforms